Well, Juventini, it's here, all right? The second match day in Champions League. We're coming off the 4-4 draw against Borussia Dortmund, and we've got to travel away from home and try and take on Villarreal, who has been very, very strong at home, dating back to middle of March, all right? We've got the starting lineups therein. You saw my prediction video. I've got some questions for Igor Tudor, but at the end of the day, all that's going to matter is the results. So has he gotten it right? Has he got it wrong? We will pull up the starting lineup. We're going to go through it all together. What's up to Swarid as he jumps in here? Great to see you in here, brother. What is up to DR1S? Great having you in here as well. Skippy is in here as well. Let's go. A big one today. Both teams are going to be fighting for that first victory in Champions League. They're both going to be getting after it. I'd like to think that we're going to get after it. When it comes to Villarreal, they love to play counter-attacking football, so they may be giving us a fair share of possession to try and cause issues, mistakes, and then strike on the counter with some pretty dynamic players in Buchanan, Pepe, even Mikotadze. So let's see how it goes down. And I will give you the starting lineups right now, all right? Ronald, great to see you in here. Sashko, great having you in here. Swari, not confident today. Let's see, Berto, your prediction 2-2 makes sense. I would love to be wrong for it to be a victory, my friend. Ciao, Mitch, great having you in here. All right, great having you all in here. Take a second, drop a like in here. Sikoko's also in here. Joe Tellerico in here. Let's go, everybody. All right, now let's get to starting lineups. First, I'm going to hit you with a starting lineup for Villarreal. So, actually, Tenas in goal. Maurino, Marin, Vega, and Petraza across the back. So one surprise, there's Petraza. Then you get to the middle of the park. Comasana, Pareo, and Papke. And you should expect Buchanan on there because they should be expecting to play a 4-4-2. However, this is listed as a 4-3-3. Of course, up top, Mikotadze, Buchanan, and Pepe, but I think it's going to be a 4-4-2. For Juventus, this is your starting 11 right there. Perin does get the nod in goal, so Perin will be in between the pipes today for Juventus. Kalulu, Gatti, and Kelly. You guys know what I feel about this. Very, very suspect to go with yet again another three-man backline, but yet again with Gatti in the heart of it. So risky business there, in my opinion, from Igor Tudor, but this is who he has trusted at the back. Then you get to the middle of the park. Cambiaso will play on the right side. You have Locatelli, McKennie, and Cabal getting his first start of the season in this Champions League affair. Then you could see to round out at the top of the order, Cole Miners, Yildiz, and Jonathan David. I still say, while Colt Miners will be listed as one of those advanced players, he is not going to be playing in that advanced role. I expect it to be three midfielders. I think we're playing 3-5-1-1, and you're going to see Yildiz very much central, and I think you're going to see support coming from not just Colt Miners, but McKennie as well. Let's see if that's his plan, but that is your starting lineup. Everybody, as you roll in here, please drop your predictions. I want to see what you think the scoreline is going to be in today's game, all right? And of course, on the panel today, we all went straight across the board with draws. I'm just putting my feed to the matchup right now, but let's get your predictions. Let's go 2-1. I can feel it in my bones. Woo! All right. 2-1 victory for Juve. A 1-0 win, and we park the bus. Don't care how the job gets done. I will take it. All right? I will take it. Joe loves to see the McKennie start. All right? We've got 5-1 from Joe Tellerico. We've got a 3-1 Juve call from Skippy. 2-0 Juventus. Dushan will come in as super sub. Beno's coming in 2-1. Juve with Yildiz and David on the score sheet. We got a 3-0 win. Guys, I love the optimism, okay? I love it. I'm nervous, very, very nervous for this. Champions League can always be a crapshoot, but I love the positivity in here. Mitch says, please prove me wrong, Juve. He's going 1-1. Feels a draw coming on. Sikoko saying 3-2 Juve. Forza Juve. We will concede on the counter. We just need to be clinical. Will we be clinical? Jonathan David hasn't played in quite some time, other than that appearance where him and Openda tried to operate as a couple forwards, with Openda mostly leading the line. We got to get Jonathan David going, and maybe, just maybe, this is the game for him to kind of show everybody why Juve went after him and went out and signed him. So I'm hoping for a really strong showing from Jonathan David, and I still stand firm that he has been the best at linking up with the other attackers, Kenan Yildiz being one of them, from any of the guys. Better than Openda and better than Dusan Vlahovic. But I do feel overall this lineup, in sticking with the three-man back line, we are missing that extra sting up top. So if Chico Conceição has just returned from injury, which he has, and he doesn't have enough minutes to really be a factor in this game, is Jagrova. We heard Jagrova was ready to start. Maybe take the amount of minutes he can give you just to get that punch from the start of the game. That's just how I feel anyways. But hey, the lineup's done. Nothing to do with it now. We just got to keep it rolling. Mitch saying, how about David today? Shows why we bought him and score in bunches. Oh, man. I hope he has a strong showing. He's called the Iceman. This would be the time to show an Iceman performance, and that everything that's been going on is all talk. Let's see what happens. Let's hope Jonathan David could score. I'll be quite honest, I don't give a shit who's scoring the goals. Let's just get them. I don't care who ends up scoring the goals. It could be Cabal, it could be Cambiasso, it could be Locatelli, it could be Cope Miners, McKennie. I don't care. Just get the goals. Drin saying I would rest Yildiz and play David and Jagrova up top. If you're going to go in this 3-5-1-1, you could do that. I still want to see three of our attackers out there from the outset. And to be honest, Kenan Yildiz can be managed by taking a sub and not playing a full 90 in this game. But more so of the management on minutes with these players, especially your key guys, needs to be done on the backside of the matches and throughout the week in training and everything. So plays today, even if he plays like 60 minutes, it should be pretty light for Yildiz on the training pitch going into that match against Milan. It should be more so recovery. And just, a full recovery for him getting ready for that match. But it was reported that he would not start both games. So he gets the start here. Can we expect him not to start against Milan? Potentially. But maybe, just maybe, Juve knows that Jagrova or Chico Conceição will definitely be ready to give us way more minutes against Milan, and maybe that's the way they chose to do it. They can't get as much out of those guys now today, but they can get more against Milan. Maybe. I'm just throwing out some ideas as to why. Now we got Sikoko saying, I need the Jagrova-David link-up. Haven't seen that really at all. Well, we haven't. We really legit have not seen it at all. So Jagrova steps in there at some point today and Jonathan David is around, still in the game, then there you go. You could see that link up and it'll be nice to see. I did point that out in the last matchup. Some of the ideas that Jagrova had that he was trying to work with on Vlahovic at the time, they weren't clicking and they weren't connecting. You would have to just expect that would be better with Jonathan David given their history and their chemistry. Let's see. More predictions rolling in. DR1S is going 2-1 Juve. Goal from the Iceman. All right. We've got 60 minutes, and I want Jagrova and Openda. Give them time to impact the game. All right. What's your prediction? For me, 1-1 or a 2-2. My personal prediction on the panel today for the preview show was 2-2. And I do think Jonathan David gets on the scoreboard, but I think it ends 2-2. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully we win, everybody. Okay? Berto, you think when Cabal is 100%, we should start a four-man D. Cabal, Cambiasso outside with Bremer or Kalulu and Kelly in the middle. I think the quicker that Juve gets into a 4-man back setup, the better it'll be for this team. So I don't even know if you have to wait for Cabal. I wouldn't even wait for Cabal. We really need Bremer, but you could still pull off a 4-man back line without Bremer. I just think it's easier. There's nobody really that's solid enough like Bremer to really man the heart of a 3-man back line like he can. Rugani is the closest. So just go to a 4-man setup, share the duties between 2 bodies, and it should be better. It also allows you to put 3 midfielders on the pitch while not sacrificing your greatest strength, in my opinion, which is still the attackers that we have on the squad. So, yeah, the quicker we get into that, Mitch, the better off I think this team will be. 4-man setup at the back, 3 midfielders. Go from there. Either the Christmas tree 4-3-2-1, a standard 4-3-3. You could also go 4-3-1-2 in certain matchups to mix it up and keep opponents guessing. Because that is one of the things that is starting to happen with Juventus. We're starting to become a little too predictable for my liking. Maybe that's just me. Maybe not everybody feels that way, but I feel like we're going down the same path we have with the previous coaches, and something's got to change. We have always criticized the previous coaches for how they used our players and the systems that they deployed them in. Well, we're kind of going full scale, full circle, full return, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're kind of going there again. And now we're waiting for Tudor to do something that makes the most sense, that makes us the most fluid, that brings the group together. Hopefully he can hit that sooner than later. But for me, it's ditching the 3-man back line. Will he ever do it? Let's see. Here's one thing that gives me hope, though. He's on it. He's not completely ignoring things, because for him to come out in a presser 2 games ago and actually say right before Atalanta that we are trying new formations in practice, that tells me he's onto it and he knows he might have to ditch this at some point in time. He hasn't pulled the trigger on it yet, but for you to go out and try different formations lets all of us know he's thinking about it, right? So there you go. Will he pull the trigger soon? Time will tell. Joe's coming in here. What should I choose as my major stuck between medicine and mechanical engineering? I know this has nothing to do with UV. What on earth here? So what do you want as a major between medicine and mechanical engineering? What? How does this calm my nerves about the Champions League matchup, Joe? What are we doing here, man? Pick your passion. Pick what the hell? We got a Champions League game matchup today. Ask me in the post-match, man. Medicine. You might need it if Juve doesn't start to figure things out. So medicine. Dieter, great to see you in here. Ciao, ciao. I called the same thing as Skippy here, medicine. And everybody, we've gotten to the feed, all right? We're 5 minutes away from kickoff. You're going to have the Champions League anthem, all that. I am going to, again, pull up for everybody so you can see. This is the starting 11 for Juventus. Perin in goal, Kalulu, Gatti, Kelly, Cambiaso, Locatelli, McKennie, Cabal, Miners, Yildiz, and David. And of course, Locatelli will be your captain for this matchup. These Champions League nights, Villarreal has got an incredible record at home. Haven't lost there dating back to middle of March. They have made this place a fortress. Can Juventus defy the odds of taking that victory, especially with 2 key absences in Kefren Turam and Gleison Bremer? We look at certain reserves there, Di Gregorio, Pinsolio, and Rugani. Today we saw the hashtag Free Rugani. When will this guy get an opportunity? This match screamed to get him out there, and a back 4, midfield 3. However, we do not see him out there. And here come the teams. Villarreal, no training jackets on. Juve, showing off the training jackets. They are beauty. They are beauty. We'll hit you with some details on the official here. So we have a Romanian, Istvan Kovac, in the Romanian Superliga, 290 appearances there. Carries a yellow average of 5.4. He's got 91 reds given and 88 PKs. In his 39 Champions League matches that he's officiated, he's got 5.1 yellow per game, 10 reds given, and 16 PKs. So he's good for a PK 1 every 3 matches, and he's good for a red 1 every 4. Will we have some drama today? And there's Renato Vega, familiar face. Mikatadze there, rounding out. You've got Pepe also that you're going to have to be aware of. Tejan Buchanan could be a tricky customer. Pareo pulling the strings in the midfield. They have a good squad. They play very aggressive in the middle of the park. That's where they want to win the ball. For us, got to keep the turnovers down. Let's see. Reminder, everybody, get those likes up. The anthem's over. Handshakes are over. They're going through the graphics on the starting lineup. They will list us in a 3-4-2-1, but I'm curious to see. I have my feeling and my suspicions that it's going to be 3-5-1-1. Watch for Yildiz to be very central, and watch for McKennie and Koopmeiners to both advance. Locatelli will remain as your stability midfielder and lie deep. 4-4-2 for them. As expected, told you Buchanan will be that hybrid to change it into a variation of a 4-3-3 when they are on the ball, but defensively it's always 4-4-2 for Villarreal, and it's always compact. Locatelli and Pareo taking the coin toss. All right. Ciao, Michael. Great seeing you in here. Ciao, ciao. Vega will score 5 own goals and say Forza Juve. Oh, my God. I wish. I wish. Three, 4-2-1 listed on the graphic here. Watch out for that 3-5-1-1. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if we, again, try and take that square peg and put it in that circle there with Koopmeiners advanced. Marcelino there. I believe Marcelino has only coached against Juventus 2 times, both ending in defeat. I could be mistaken on that. Juve sporting the Bonnie Blues today. I myself sporting this beautiful kit. Perin with the start today. I have no problems with Perin or Di Gregorio. I think goalkeeping is not an issue at Juventus. That is for sure. We're getting ready. We're waiting for kickoff here, everybody. And we got kickoff, everybody. Let's go. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Long ball sent in. All right, Juve in possession now after that long ball and a little bit of a scramble in the middle of the park. Kalulu's on it now, going back for Gatti, who is going to be in the heart of the back three. Right now, Koopmeiners is slotting forward, moving closer towards Yildiz there. He is going to play advance. We might be 3-4-2-1. Here's a little slip ball for Cabal moving forward from Yildiz. And that needed a last-second challenge. Now put forward. Locatelli pounces on it, plays it forward. We're trying to get at him. It's Yildiz. He's getting the business there. There's a shove in the back. Looking for a call here. Nothing doing. Cabal does get the ball over to Locatelli. Locatelli trying to throw a cross in there. That's cleared. Now Villarreal in possession, trying to hit back immediately. They want to catch teams when your numbers are forward attacking, and that's exactly what they try to do there. However, that's headed out by Kelly, and then McKennie with the pressure to force that out for a throw-in. That's exactly what we can come to expect from Villarreal. All right, this one played in on the throw, goes to the back for Villarreal. Vega now going to collect. Marin playing this one forward. Cabal's all the way back to collect. And easily collects now, moves it over to Gatti. Has Kalulu on his right, turns, opts for McKennie. McKennie now crosses the halfway line, moves it over to Cabal on that flank. Little overlap there. Now McKennie tries to put her over the top, and that's saved. Pareo now trying to have it forward. Gatti chests it down, and then I have no idea how he can't keep that thing in play and move it forward, but it's going to be a throw-in for Villarreal. Clean sheet today would be fantastic, Ronald. Would love to see a clean sheet today. Throw coming in here. And Villarreal pushed all the way to the back. Pressure coming from Jonathan David. Vega on it now. Press is there. Cambiasso pressing. And there it's headed down by Kalulu. Locatelli wins it back over to Gatti. So control remains with Juventus. And again, keep in mind, oh, Cambiasso, that's so cheap. But Cope Miners picks it up and draws a foul. Cheap turnover. Something we said we can't do. And Cambiasso, come on, man. Let's get it going. Can't give them turnovers. Not cheaply. They are looking to strike on turnovers. We've already got control of the ball early on, inside the opening 5 minutes. They are fine to give teams the ball. That's what Villarreal wants to do. They want to hit you on counters. We can't let them. And we sure as hell can't make it easier. Here's the cross coming in from Yildiz. Drifting away here, and now put back to the back post there. David trying to get onto it. He ends up getting a high boot in there. And that was Mikatadze actually coming back, helping to defend. Wasn't much in there as David was trying to settle it if it comes down. Mikatadze just ended up cutting him off. And we get the restart. Tennis now launching this one. It's flicked on. They're going to say last touch off of Gatti. Him and Mikatadze battling there. It goes out. It's going to be a throw in to Villarreal. Petrazza takes it quickly. David wins this one back. Gets it to Locatelli. To Cambiasso. Cambiasso goes back to Kalulu. And Juve just trying to keep possession. Just have control. They're going to try to build up. They're going to try to push Villarreal back. Cabal. Bad touch on that one. One back by Villarreal. Now Pareo on it. Slides it inside. Papke to the back for Merin. Now to Vega. A lot of pressure coming. That one from Cope Miners. Kalulu gets spun there. Tejan Buchanan now running at Juve here. Kalulu has recovered. Cambiasso did come in to help. But they give up the ball again. Not what you want to do. Cheap giveaways. I said we can't be turning the ball over cheaply. Tries to take on Cabal, and there is a foul called there just outside the area. And a yellow immediately. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is... Contact just outside the box. This is crazy, though. That was Pepe, and Pepe's going to be one of those guys. I said he's the player to watch for me on Villarreal. He'll get cooking, and we got to be aware on that side, but you don't like to see that so early. And again, it all stems from a brutal turnover, everybody. Got to keep the turnovers down. Now this is a free kick in a very dangerous situation that Juve is going to have to contest here. Perin setting up the wall. Locatelli shouting orders. This is in a very dangerous spot. Line up, run up. Here goes. They drop it short. Pareo steps in, and that one is weak, wide, and there was a block from Locatelli, who read that step forward and sold out to get the block. We got a corner kick to contend here now. 6 minutes, 40 seconds in. Villarreal lines it up. Takes it short. Thrown in for Pepe. Again short. To the top. Here's a shot, and that one's blocked. And it looks like he got that in the Franken beans. Oof. Yildiz. Right in the junk. Yeah. Not going to be able to just shake that one off. Oh. That is brutal, man. That is just square in the junk. Like you... Oh my goodness, man. Not a nick. You know, just a straight up solid hit in the junk. Oof. Oof. My guts are killing me right now after watching that replay. Oh. Oh. Good Lord. Ice pack to the junk. Get the spray. Get the spray. My goodness. Oh, my goodness, man. I feel this one. I feel this one. I'm feeling that one for Keenan. Just the ice back to the junk. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We're going to get a drop ball here. Villarreal probably take the possession back. And there we go. The restart's on. Vega to Merin. And in now to the outside. Pepe. There's Pareo. Missing Papgay. It's going to Vega. Now to the outside. David trying to win this one back. Papgay in there battling with Cope Miners, but Cope Miners gets called for the foul. Papgay's a little tricky customer in the middle of the park too. Good size, physical. Oh, this is just blazing. Referee not doing anything there, man. Pepe, you really got to be aware, man. Cabal, that's twice now. You've got to be aware, man. And Kelly's stepping forward there, and this is one of the things with that midfield, man. You got to figure out the coverage and the markings. Warning signs there with Pepe. Warning signs there with Pepe. Locatelli over to Kalulu. Cope Miners into Cambiaso, now into Locatelli, and we settle it down. Here's Gatti on it now. Carries it forward now, slots it over for Lloyd Kelly. And Kelly switches this one. It's an absolute rocket, settled by Cambiaso. Nowhere to go with him. They're compact, man. Villarreal is very compact. It's going to be tough to gain that deep. Oh, that was almost it. Yildiz making that run there. Cabal trying to hit it on the one time, but the first pass in was a little bit slow to maybe get that through. But you're going to move them laterally like that. You want to do what Lloyd Kelly did, which is switch that field quickly to at least have a little bit of space to gain there. Otherwise, it's going to be not much for space there, and you're going to have to make some 1-2s. But here's Yildiz making a run down the line, but the ball from McKennie, a little too much heat on it. 11 minutes, 10 seconds in here, 0-0. Not a whole lot in it so far, but Pepe showing he's going to be a handful. And Cabal, some close calls. And I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I see a shout in there in the chat for Kostic. That ain't going to be any better. I promise you. Promise you that won't be any better. That'll actually be worse. Kelly now over to Locatelli. Locatelli up forward for Cambiaso. Does take a foul there on the sideline. Kalulu moving up. Looking to restart this one. Pop Gay not giving him any room to move. Kalulu not liking it. Now back for Locatelli. Now up forward for McKennie. Surrounded there. Pop Gay now trying to win this one from Cambiaso. Cambiaso does recover. Played forward. Now, Colt Miners misses the ball, but does get a touch on it from just behind there, but he's going to be called on the foul again. That one on Mikitadze. Yeah, you caught him there, Cope. You caught him there. You caught him. It's Tajon Buchanan back to Vega. Over to Medin. They do go back to Tennis. Tennis to Vega. Ooh, beats Colt Miners there into the middle of the park. Pareo now trying to go to the outside. Mourinho. Up to Pepe again. Working on Cabal. Ball inside. Laid off. Here's Pepe. And that's a big block from Gatti. That's a big block from Gatti, but that is just terrifying because that's way too easy. That is way too easy. Nobody sticks with Pepe and follows him across. They both just stopped. Cabal, McKennie, they both just stopped. Good wherewithal there from Gatti. He's hyped up on the block, but we've got to be a lot more sharper. Perin now. Up the side here. Launching it for McKennie, who's making a run. Medin's just going to easily head it back to Tennis. He's not even going to pick it up. He's just going to play it over for Vega. We got a whistle, though. Cabal's down. Dude, he's holding his hamstring. Is he seriously down right now? I mean, it's one of the things with these guys when they come back from these knee injuries. You got to watch out for hammies is number one. Oh, man, that looked awkward on the launch. Awkward on the launch. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man. Joao Mario's warming up. Probably going to move Cambiaso over to the left side. Jeez. Unbelievable, you guys. Cabal out. Joao Mario stepping on. Just keeps piling on, eh? Just keeps piling on. No Thuram, no Bremer. Now you're forced into a substitute a quarter of an hour into this game. I tell you, this Darren Burgess signing can't come in quick enough. Darren Burgess can't come in quick enough. This one launched forward by Tennis. Headed up by Gatti. And now headed back to Perin by Cambiaso. Now Perin quickly throwing it out for Joao Mario. Joao Mario into Locatelli. Nicole Miners back for Kalulu. Nicole Miners now drifting out to the flank. He wants Kalulu to step up there. This is a long ball sent in. Mourinho's going to easily head it over for Medin, who goes back to Tennis, who's got Vega there, and here comes a press. Here's Colt Miners. Joao Mario's going to press here on Petrazza. And Gatti comes in and pops that one into the stands. That is a brutal start to a match for in his first start, Cabal. My God. I mean, nice cameo. Bagging a goal there against Atalanta. And then now you get an early yellow. And then you hurt your hammy. So after the start here, Juve's got to get back in possession. They got to get back on the ball here. Here's Vega. Coal Miners watching him. Joao Mario quick to close down on Petraza. He does play it back to Vega. Coat Miners going to apply a little bit of pressure there, forcing him to Marin. Here comes Jonathan David. They go on the carpet here. Now in the middle through. Oh, Pareo. Oh my God, Mikatadze. He beat both of those guys for wheels set into him. That's way too easy. That is way too easy, guys. Fuck's sakes. Oh my goodness, you guys. That is so damn easy. That is pathetic. That is pathetic, you guys. Absolutely pathetic. Dude, he's skinning Cambiasso and God. Where is the third back? That's like Kelly is just missing in action there. I have no idea how we get so lost positionally all the time. My goodness. They're strong on that left, like they're strong on our left side defending their right side. And my God, Cambiasso is going to become an issue there. And where the hell was Kelly? Like, we just get pulled out of shape so easily. 1-0 down, 18 minutes, 45 seconds in. Mikatadze strikes. And they are making us look so damn slow back there. It's crazy. Checking for a foul in the lead up to this goal. And if there is one and this one gets removed, we would be fortunate. But no such luck. There is no foul. One 0 Villarreal. Over to Lloyd Kelly. That is pathetic defending. Absolutely pathetic from the two of them. The announcer saying Gatti and Kelly should have been there first. Fuck, Kelly wasn't even in the frame. Wasn't even in the frame. Fucking incredible. Kelly's on the ball now for Juve. Tries to force one into McKennie. We just rip one into David's feet there. Oh, Yildiz trying to make a move through there, but too many bodies there. Villarreal. Just so fast. So fast, man. It's last-ditch efforts everywhere here. This is a brutal start. Another long ball sent in here. Tejan Buchanan this time was the one there behind our defense. Perin pounces on that. Kalulu now collects. Moves it forward for Joao Mario, who moves it to Locatelli. Up to Joao Mario. There's nowhere to go, you guys. It's too slow. Like, you got to move this ball quickly and then advance. So you hit a side and then you got to advance. Here's McKennie. Tries to slide it through for Colt Miners and misses completely. And now Buchanan slows it up for Papke. Papke now to the outside. It's Petraza cutting in. Is inside our area. Has a rip. And Perrin with a save that forced it to hit the bar. So off of Perrin and then off the post. Now we got McKennie making a move up the right side. There's space everywhere. McKennie got to move that ball over. Finds Colt Miners. The touch to Yildiz and the shot's blocked and now pops up. Oh, McKennie heads it back and it's a big save. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. Put this one in. That's a big time fast break and that was a huge save from Perrin. Pushes that one away, then off the post and comes right back. And then Juve actually got a great opportunity to counter Villarreal. In the end, Yildiz' shot's blocked. Tenas punches it right to McKennie and his header right back at him, unfortunately. Come on. Starting to get lively here. We've got a corner kick after that save from Tenas. He's taken short. Colt Miners to Locatelli. Now to the top for Cambiaso. God, I hate short corners. To Locatelli. Over to Cambiaso. Left-footed. He's going to... Holy shit. Is that bad? Wow. Cambiaso, man. Man, that would have been a bad one to let in if blew by Perrin there. It almost did too. He got just enough. Player was in tight though. Petraza was in tight. And it was struck very, very hard. Headed down by Kalulu into Joao Mario. Little touch to Colt Miners. Now to Locatelli. It's got to be quick, boys. Go, go, go. What are you waiting for? Me? Here's Yildiz to Cambiaso. Back to Yildiz. Puts it forward. Here's Cambiaso. Gotta have a cross in. Right-footed cross. Headed out easily. And Yildiz tries to stop that one. He does. But then it's cleared out. Kalulu just sends it right back in. McKennie trying to do battle to win. That Lloyd Kelly is beat again. Here's Pepe making the run. He did recover, and then that's a big intervention by McKennie. Locatelli dribbles the first challenge. Now up for David. Back to Locatelli. Now to the outside. There is space. Cambiaso carrying it forward. We can run at them. Yildiz. He's to the outside. He collects it now, working on Mourinho, but Mourinho gets a piece there, slows him up. He goes back to Locatelli. Locatelli moving forward. Now to Yildiz. McKennie is there. He collects. There is absolutely zero ball movement. You're not going to do shit here. Here's David. He makes a move. He's on the ball here, slows it up to Cambiaso. Inside to Yildiz. Back out to Cambiaso. Guys, this isn't good enough. This is too slow. You got to get it going here. Come on. They're just clamping down. That 4-4-2 side to side, it's too easy. Here's Kalulu. Easily headed out. This will be stopped by Lloyd Kelly. So again now, Villarreal going through this wave where now they're going to watch us on the ball. Just try and contain. Here it's outside to Colt Miners. Over to Joao Mario. Oh my God. Oh, he does find a way through to Kalulu. Here's McKennie, and it's high from the top of the area. Very fortunate that Joao Mario wasn't stripped there and we had numbers forward. That would have been a very, that's the epitome of what not to do against Villarreal, is lose that ball when you have numbers deep in their area. But he got away with it, and then Kalulu finds McKennie, but his shot too high. Goal kick. We started off. Tenas over to Marin. This is blocked by Locatelli. Puts it through. That's a foul. But David, oh, too heavy for Colt Miners there. McKennie saying there was advantage there. At least still called on a yellow there, a late challenge. But actually, Locatelli really hammers into him more than anything. Pareo did brace. Ooh, put a good knee into Pareo too. Attaboy, Loka. Launched forward by Tanas. Chested down by Gatti. Now played over for Cambiaso. Kelly is all over the place positionally. Joao Mario into Locatelli. Deal with it. David comes in, settles it. To Co-Miners, you got to know that there's bodies coming, man. Holy fuck. Just turn around. He's got his arm on your shoulder. He's pulling you one way. Just turn around. Slow it up. Oh my God, that's a fucking... Just some of the mistakes were made. We're so antsy. We're just like no composure. Settle it down. "27 minutes, 30 seconds in here. It's 1-0 for Villarreal. Juventus on the ball now, and Cambiaso launching this one out for Joao Mario on the right side. He can make a move in. Petraza watching him. Gets to the outside. That's a good ball. Yildiz! Oh, and the shot is blocked. That is fantastic play there from Joao Mario. That is exactly what we need from the flank play. Get it deep and have some crosses in and attack them. Yildiz, shot blocked. Now it's a corner kick. And it's Yildiz again, set to take. Come on. Let's get one here. Let's get one back. Yildiz. Here's the delivery. It's a good one. Going back post. McKennie. Oh my goodness. Head it out. Stop there. Yildiz on it. Oh, to the top of the area, and that's cleared. Low cross in after. Doesn't get anywhere. Oh my goodness. That was headed on and then flicked on again by Jonathan David and almost ended up fooling Tanas. So again, Juventus coming close here. But for now, remains 1-0 down. Kalulu. Over to Kelly. Now up for Yildiz. Slows it up for Locatelli. McKennie coming over to collect. Here he is on it. Turns. Looks up the field. Here's David who's dropped back. And Locatelli just slashes at that one after the challenge comes in and gets it from David. Here's Pepe again. Here comes Cambiaso to help. Slows it up. Mourinho into Papke. Pareo to Vega. Petraza. Vega. Merin putting this one up for Pepe. Foul on the back there, nothing doing. Pepe still on it, flicked on. The two of them beat it, but there's an offside there too. 30 minutes, and it looks cagey for Juve at the back, we have to say. Defending and at the back, it's cagey. Up in attack, there's goals to be had there. They are losing men here and there, and there is goals there for Juventus. We have to find them. Come on. Kelly to Loca. Or for Cambiaso, right back to Locatelli. For Yildiz to Co-Miners. Quick 1-2 between the two of them. Nothing's going to happen there while you're all congested. Cambiaso had a run there being made by Co-Miners. It was a good run. Tried to hit it on the one touch. Nothing doing. Comasana breaking that one up. Played up for McKennie. Settles it down. Now out to Joao Mario. He's going to cut to his left. Tried to get a pass in there. Papke ends up coming away with it. And we get a foul called. I don't think that one should have been a foul. I think the challenge in to win the ball ended up being what takes him out. Papke to Pareo. Stripped by McKennie. Running back at him. Yield is drifting. He needs to stay close centrally. That is terrible. Holy boys. I'm not sure why Yildiz still sticks centrally and just take it from his feet and make that move in there. Force the defenders to stop drifting immediately out to the side there. Go where the game takes you, man. Locatelli stops this one. Colt Miners settles now. Now played forward for Cambiasso. Low hard cross immediately in. Mario tried to put pressure. Locatelli with a volley there. Then he has to win that challenge, but Kalulu came to help, and that opened the door for Mikatadze to come in and take that. He's moving forward, and Locatelli gets a foot in there. Now does battle, just enough to slow him down. Petrazza on it to Tejan Buchanan, working on Gatti. And Gatti gets a foot in there, and then in comes Locatelli, and we get the foul. It's cagey. It's cagey. Volley, big block there on Loca from Pareo. Here's Loca into Colt Miners. Over to Kalulu. Gatti to McKennie to Kelly. Now to the outside for Cambiasso. Being watched by Pepe. Now to Kelly. Here's Gatti. Now up for David. Little touch back to Lloyd Kelly. They are so oh my God, McKennie. Dude. Right to Pepe. That's one way to kill all your energy. Force yourself to run for no friggin' reason. Oh, I don't know, Army. I don't know. Here's a long ball for Pepe. That one's got way too much heat on it. So that's going to go out for a goal kick to Juventus. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It's not feeling too hot. They're giving us the ball. We're not challenging them nearly enough. If we make them comfortable to sit back on that, we want to open this game up. We want them to open up because they are going to be suspect at the back. Jesus, Yildiz finding a way, but nothing doing. David lingering there in the vicinity, but no link up, no pass amongst each other. David's going to leave it now, the throw in for Cambiasso. McKennie actually calls him off it. We're sending all the big bodies into the area. Lloyd Kelly's making a move there. Gatti's making a move there. We're treating this as if it's a corner kick. That's flicked on and cleared by Villarreal. Locatelli slows it down, moves it for Colt Miners. Always moving backwards. Now to Kalulu. Now for Locatelli. Stops at the halfway line. Now to Colt Miners. Moving up that right flank. Out to João Mario. Into Kalulu. Colt Miners actually made a good run there and we can't reward him. Here's Cambiasso. Waits forever before moving that ball out. So slow, you guys. Here's Yildiz. Oh, gets a little too far under that one as the ball was hopping, and that one sails into the stands. Still 1-0 Villarreal. 35 minutes, 23 seconds into this one. I will hit you with the stats on this one. So far, you got 66% possession for Juventus, 6 total opportunities for both sides, 1 big chance created, and that goes to Villarreal, and that is the goal for Mikatadze. Launch forward by Tenas. Sizing this one up is Kelly. He does head it, but only as far as Pepe. Yildiz watching him. Pepe still on it. Double team from Cambiasso and Yildiz. And still, we can't win this ball back, and Villarreal retains possession. Vega on it now. He just turns it back for Marin. Inside to Papke. Foul there from Locatelli. Advantage given. And there's Buchanan. Papke still down after the challenge from Locatelli. Came in late, clipped him. Vega. Skips Marin for Mourinho this time. Up ahead for Pepe. Now to the back. Marin to Tenes. This one's low on the carpet. Locatelli does win it back. João Mario on it now. Oh my goodness. David showed up to be an option for him, and Mario acted as if he was making that run to the side there. Holy smokes. Not clicking. Not clicking. Not clicking, and there's space there, and there's mistakes being made by Villarreal. We're making life way too easy for these guys. Gatti steps into this one, chests it down. It's going to move forward. God damn, he touches it with his knee on the run. Oh my God, and a back heel, and Gatti and João Mario are both trying to chase Papke, and his pass is blocked. Now out to Locatelli. Into Coat Miners. Oh, that was almost cut off, but Kalulu does get it. Now over to McKennie. Yildiz puts it, or McKennie puts it up forward for Yildiz. He's running at Marin. Left-footed shot. Way off the target. Forcing it, kid. Forcing it. Forcing it. And Pepe feeling that one after stepping into a challenge with McKennie. Yeah, Yildiz got that one all wrong. Sails that one, slicing it into the stands there behind Tenas's goal. Minder, everybody. Get the likes up here. Maybe the likes will bring us a goal. Come on. Get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This one's a long ball forward. Gatti easily headed down. Locatelli settles it. Flips back and forth. Comasana can't stop him. Now Yildiz puts it in front of Cambiaso. Way too slow. Way too easy. One toe poke and he's lost the ball. Cambiaso just unable to impact games anymore. Needs to find himself. Locatelli cuts off the pass on the counter and gives it to Kalulu, who now plays it to João Mario. Kalulu now to Locatelli. This is way too slow. I get it, you guys feel safe from conceding, but this is just way too slow. You're not going to hurt a team. Not like this. Here's Mario twisting, turning, and having no options. Looking at five. Whoa! Contact in the back there. David trying to hold up here. Ref right away saying no. Inside for Yildiz. Locatelli stepping forward. Wants this one. Now out to Cope Miners. To João Mario. You're in there deep. Put a cross in, Cope. There's a cross coming in. Oh my God. David did go up for it with Vega. And then it goes across. David's still not happy about the barge in the back there as he's trying to level off there. There is no play for the ball. These are brutal. It's just, it might seem cheap to give a PK away for it. And that's why refs might back off. I don't know, man. Buchanan settles this one down. João Mario. Oh, foul there on Kalulu. Otherwise, we had space opening up. There is space there for Juve to take advantage of. I'm not sold on Villarreal at the back. Meanwhile, we have Chico Conceição warming up at the 40-minute mark. Tenas into Pareo. Over to Papke. Has Pedraza there. Plays it to Pedraza. Goes back to Pareo. Pressure coming from McKennie. Oh, good pressure from Co-Miners. Both of them in there. We do force them all the way back to Tenas. David's going to apply a little bit of pressure. They're going back and forth now with the keeper. Sketchy. But in the end, no harm. This one headed down. Kelly Settles this one barely, but settles it. Oh, Cambiasso. This guy, man, he's brain dead. He is brain dead. He is brain dead. This is insane. Pull Rugani in. Pull Rugani in. And move McKennie to the outside. Oh, Joao Mario's cross cut in. I've almost had it with Cambiasso. Locatelli wins this one inside to Yildiz. Played into David. Now back outside for Locatelli. Scanning. Outside to Cope Miners. Oh, for the love of God. These guys just have no idea how to attack. Fuck me. Why are you looking to throw that to Kalulu anyways, man? Just do something. Have it in the mix. Here's Pepe. Way too easy. Papke over to the backside. Big save by Perrin. Huge save by Perrin. The ball's still in play, by the way. And we launch it forward here for Yildiz. He can't settle it. Comasana now plays it forward. Headed back down to him. He's going to step into one. Guys, we're standing. Holy shit, you're standing. There's a game going on. Oh my God, man. This is crazy. It's like I'm watching kids. It's like I'm watching kids right now. Fuck. And that in the attack there, Cope Miners in, like, Jesus. If it's possible to have negative chemistry, it's what we have up there. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Tanas now. Oh my God. Awful play. Gotta make him pay. Here's Cope Miners. Oh fuck. You just took your own space away. Joao Mario trying to save the day there. Gets in there, but it's blocked. Holy shit, Cope, man. You got space in front of you. What are you doing? Yeah, you want to cut to your left foot because you're a left footer. Just fucking take it into the space. Have a rip. Have it across goal. Jesus. This is just painful. It's painful. And we looked, we looked gassed. We looked gassed at 44 minutes, everybody. Joao Mario. Chased by Tejan Buchanan. He's a fast customer, man. You got the benefit of the doubt there, too, because there's not much in that play. Like I said, one of the issues I have with this team is guys just that need to be pulling their weight, that need to be carrying the load for this team. They're just not doing it. And we're seeing it time and time again in this match. Cope Miners in the attacking area looking to give this one to Kalulu, who's running in, obviously trying to take defenders with him for you to open things up for you. And Coop just wants to give up the ball. Who are the guys that actually want the fucking ball? And this is why you can't run three mids without that third attacker in there, because our attackers are the ones that actually do want the ball. Joao Mario cheaply given away here. Him and David now trying to do battle. Pop Gay is just easily dribbling around three guys. And they're running right at us again. Mikatadze and Buchanan. Oh my God, right across goal there. Nobody on that backside, thankfully. Oh, never mind. Pepe saved it. Pepe with a touch inside. Jeez, they're just beating us easily all over the place. Mourinho now to Pepe. Pareo shows for. Drops it back out to Pepe. Now to Papke. Mikatadze. Patrezza, and that's low and hard and right across the face of goal, all the way out for a throw-in on the other side. 3 minutes of added time, but a million step overs for Mikatadze. Gatti did well to just kind of hang around. Oh my God, that actually went through Perin's legs. And thankfully, straight through. Gatti. Up ahead, over for João Mario. Minute and a half left here in the half. Coal Miners on it, over to Kalulu. They just look lost. They just look like they have no idea. Every guy is just looking for the next guy who actually wants the ball. Very few actually want to try to make something happen. Here's Cambiasso. Just don't turn it over. Like, Cambiasso's absolutely shades of himself on his day himself. Kalulu to Loca. Popping this one over the top, trying to get in there, but nothing doing. McKennie can't break free. Got the squeeze from Vega and Marin. We're at 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 1-0 Villarreal on a goal from Mikitadze. You definitely can't come out in this set in the second half because you need one of your guys like Jagrova or Chico that actually want the ball, that want to do something with it. Coal Miners is just looking for the next guy to dish to, and he can't fucking hit him 5 feet away. Holy fuck, David slipped, but he did say the ball. Yildiz. Oh my God, you guys. It's so sloppy out there. That ends it at halftime there. I may go get myself a beverage, you guys. I may go get myself a beverage just to cool things down because I'm at a loss right now. I am at a loss right now at how sloppy this team looks. It's just, there is no idea how to connect with one another at the top. There is no idea between all of them of how they can play together and how they can break this team down. And the funny thing is, they haven't had to think too hard because Villarreal has actually made a lot of mistakes. And we've had spaces, we've had moments, opportunities, but every guy that gets the ball in those moments takes so damn long that nothing is going to happen. It's wild. It's wild. So let's go through the stats here. I'll get you some ratings and then we'll get to your thoughts, everybody, where we're at. Finishes with 58% possession in favor of Juventus. 8 total attempts for us, 9 for them. 2 big chances created for Villarreal. Absolutely no big chances created for Juventus. Okay, we had some good opportunities there. Some might consider one of the McKennie moments as a big chance to score. It isn't qualifying in this stat line, but we did have moments where we could hurt them. Okay, if you're looking at your ratings, this is the ratings coming out of that first half. Perin at 6.7, Kalulu at 6.5, Gatti at 6.9, Kelly at 6.5, Cambiasso at 6.5, Locatelli at 7.3, McKennie at 6.7, Cabal at 6.2. I mean, how do you even rate him? It was just a horror show. Ended up having to leave injured, and João Mario came in. Coat Miners at a 6.3, Yildiz at a 6.3, David at an even 6, and for João Mario, finishes with a 6.3. That is really where we should be. There's a lot of 6.5s or below in there with how that half is going, okay? I don't know how you could put Loca at a 7.3 in this. I don't know how you can have Gatti at 6.9. It hasn't been there for anybody. It hasn't been there for anybody to get that high ratings. That was a very sloppy half. Lloyd Kelly is all over the fucking place when you're talking about positional. That goal should have never even happened. He got sucked in to a position higher up there when he didn't need to be, based on the play and based on what was happening, and one pass broke it down. And between Gatti and Cambiasso, they couldn't take care of business and just seal that one off. That is terrible. Absolute terrible goal to concede, and that's been a story for Juve. We allow garbage goals all the time. But Villarreal created much better opportunities. They are playing simple, effective, and smart. They have pace, and they're using it. We are way too indecisive and way too slow on the ball. It's pitiful. Cambiaso is just... guys, he is not the same Cambiaso. All right? And he cannot find consistency or rhythm whatsoever. The turnovers that he has to his name are just pathetic more often than not. Cope Miners, he is not doing a single thing. McKennie is doing a decent role in at least breaking things up for Villarreal, but that's it. So right now, the change, I'm sorry, but I break up that three-man backline. I go four. I think you got to find a way. Honestly, I'd go Gatti, Rugani, and you might have to use Kelly on the outside as opposed to Cambiaso, just for the fact that Cambiaso looks brain dead. Joao Mario on the right side. Kalulu's got to stay there. So that's where you get into an issue now if you do want to switch that, because then Joao Mario would be technically in one of these roles, or you move Kalulu in and take Gatti out. But I'll be quite honest, Gatti's been the best of the bunch at the back today. So I don't have any intentions of taking him out. This is tough. This is tough, man. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know. I'm at a loss. You definitely have to get one of Zagrova or Chico in the second half. You absolutely have to do that for Juventus. But there's a lot of question marks at the back. And we've talked about this a lot. We talked about it in the post-match to Atalanta. We talked about it in the pre-game today. You have so many damn question marks, and you had matches to kind of get these answers that weren't so intense. And you didn't take advantage of that. Now we're left stuck trying to figure out what the hell to do. That left back position, I'm willing to take Cambiaso out. Or at least read him the riot act at halftime, because he's just been abysmal. He has been so damn slow, indecisive, and brutal giveaways. Got to change something up. Kalulu's advancing a lot, but nothing is coming from it. You need another attacker up there to help these guys. You could stay in this setup, but you might have to ditch Cope Miners. Like, something's got to give to get Zagrova or Chico out, or do you take Joao Mario to get one of those guys out? That's 1-for-1. It's an attacking-minded player for another attack-minded player. You almost have to give yourself the edge. You just don't want to give away balance. And the back three, I'm just not sold on it. I think I'd make a change. This is another game where it just doesn't work. Just go to the four-man back. And honestly, you're going to have question marks. Any damn combination you want, you're going to have question marks. So read Cambiaso, the riot act, keep him out there on the left fullback role. But you're going to have to sacrifice one of those guys. So who is it? Gatti, for me, has been the best of the bunch out of those guys. Is it Kelly or is it Kalulu? You got to scrap one of them. Joao Mario should probably stay, because at least his pace can push back at them. This is where your coach kind of earns his keep. Games like this. Games when we're talking about possibilities and it isn't clear and obvious what to do. This is where your coach needs to earn his keep. So will Tudor be able to earn his keep in this one? We have to wait and see. Everybody. Oh, man. We are going to get to storm the barn here. Let's see what you guys got out there. Now with Cabal down once again. Bremer struggling with injuries here and there. Rugani not even being utilized. You need to dip into free agency for a center back, for fuck's sakes. I mean, yeah, we got to wait for the reports here. I wouldn't be surprised Bremer's right back immediately or whatnot. But I mean, it's been a concern all around. This Cabal thing hurts because if the rumors were true out of the summer that Cabal's fitness is the reason that they cooled their jets on bringing in a defender, and their game plan was to have him in there the entire time, and he was seen as one of the mains, this injury is kind of crushing that, and it was risky business all along. All of us were calling for getting some defensive help. It's an issue. It's an issue. Hopefully these guys get good reports, but right now we're in the middle of a game, and sadly it's been a mess, but we're only 1-0 down, and there are opportunities there for us. Locatelli, I feel bad for him. Do not even think about selling him. Only player who did well this half. He cut off so much for Villarreal, and he's finding guys up there. He's progressing the ball. They're all just taking a damn hour to make up their mind or try and do something. And Locatelli's trying to pop balls over the top to get him. I'm having more of an issue with the guys that need to be creative forces that are just taking a year to make a decision on there. You know? And even in that, Locatelli did have some errors or whatnot, but I got to be honest, if I'm picking guys that were ahead of the bunch, ahead of the group, it's probably Gatti and Locatelli, to be quite honest with you. Cole Miners just can't connect passes. He looks lost. He does. He does look lost. And sadly, we are accustomed to seeing that. Gatti earns $3 million a year. Knowing this, how do I prevent myself from committing self-harm? Man, the sad thing was he was the best of the bunch. Best of the bunch there at the back. I think we're going to watch those replays over, and you're going to see just how lost Lloyd Kelly is. Berto, I guess it's safe to say that Tudor's way out of his depth. Not Juve standard as far as I could tell. Well, Charles, like I said, these are the matches where your manager needs to earn his keep. So let's see what strings he pulls. And if it's just player for player, my fear is that that's not good enough yet again. Oh, man. Let's see. How bad can Palladino be? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with these guys. I mean, to be honest, I get it, everybody, and I'm asking a lot for Tudor, but I'm also asking a lot of these guys. You're in a position where Locatelli wins the ball, steals it from a goalie clearance, and he feeds it to you. And they have players all centrally because they collapsed. You have a straight line down into the area, and Cope Miners decides, I'm going to walk right into this group of 3 friggin' defenders rather than just take the ball and move straight in stride. And even if you have to hit it with your off foot, your right foot, you've taken away a legit shot on target, potentially from yourself, from this team, to do one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. It's so broken. It is so not fundamental. It is so not basic what we were doing out there. And I can't figure it out why. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Gotta be better. If Tudor doesn't make at least a tactical change at half, he's done for me. Listen, it's been it's tough out there. And the guns have been firing at him they've been pointed at him for a bit now, and he's going to be in the hot seat. Juve's got to pick it up. They've got to pick it up. They've got to play better football. Is Pepe this good, or are we that bad? I know nothing of him. He was our player to watch for Villarreal. He was my player to watch. I called in the pregame. He's fast. He's tricky. And you're just concerned with us and the way we allow teams to counter. He was always going to be a name to watch. Mikatadzi's also got good pace, and we look like we are way too slow. And I don't like how we look tired at the 40th minute mark in comparison to them, okay? But we got to manage things much better. Is it tactical or coach mistake if 70% of your players can't play a 5-meter pass? I mean, that's part of what I'm saying when I'm looking at these scenarios. And it's like, who wants to be that guy? Who wants to be that guy? Who wants to take control of the situation and make something happen? I mean, are we literally, this is what I was laughing about in the Atalanta match when everybody was so quick to pull the trigger on young Adzic. I said, man, it's alarming to see that Adzic is a kid, 20 years old, that wants the ball, that wants to make something happen, that has ideas, that isn't afraid to take risks. And then the guys on the big money, the big fees, that are supposed to be key players don't do shit. It is definitely not all tactical. The players need to step up. They absolutely have to step up. Okay? They absolutely have to. We're ready for second half. Let's hope for better. Let's hope that this team can make a push here. Let's hope that we could turn things around. This game has goals in it. Villarreal should have definitely conceded in that half. They have not played strong enough. We have a change being made. Cope Miners is being taken off and Chico Conceição is heading to the pitch. This will not be a tactical shift as we will remain in a 3-4-2-1. But this is bringing in an attacking player and pulling away a midfielder. Cope Miners taking out. Tudor, you got that one. I'll give you that one. Let's go, everybody. Come on. And we got the second half underway, everybody. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. We're synced up. Let's go. Lloyd Kelly on this one over to Kalulu. Kalulu now in the Locatelli. Out for Gatti. Over to McKennie now. McKennie now switching the field. Going out to João Mario. João Mario. And here's a cross coming in. All the way across. But everybody was too deep. And it goes behind us. Over to the far side. Pepe collects for Villarreal. We have a player down in the area. It's Mourinho. Mourinho's down. So, at least it's right at half that Tudor makes a switch. At least it's also an attack-minded one. And maybe this fuels and sparks that attitude and that approach in the team to really get after it this half and turn this one around. This game can be turned around. As sloppy, as messy as it has been, we could turn this thing around. Come on, Juve. Let's go. Let's go. Launched up here. Kelly battles there, wins it, but he's going to get called for a foul. Foul on Comisano there from Lloyd Kelly. Tenas over to the flank. Pedrazza. Gatti closing in to get this, and Kalulu wins it. Yes, we're up the pitch. Here's Chico. Chico into the area. On the carpet for David. Oh my God. How did you miss that? Oh no. David. Ay, 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 ay. Are you kidding me, man? Ay, 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 ay. Dude, you've got to put that in, man. That's got to be a left footer, man. A left footer tap in. That's got to be a left footer tap in. Opening up your foot like that, like, just come on, my dude. Well, positive from Chico at least, coming in immediately. And that was a good heads-up play from Kalulu, finding him up forward and immediately moving the ball. We have to move the ball quicker. It can't be so slow. João Mario on it now. Chico Saying he wanted it long. Mario going to the back to Kalulu. Now over to Gatti. Oy, 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 oy. That's insane. That's insane. Oh, Kelly trying to switch this one. Chico's on it again. He's in the area. Oh, Vega cuts that one off. His last touch gets away from him. At this point, I just think it's in the water, everybody. I see you guys all going crazy over Jonathan David. It's a terrible miss. At this point, I just think it's in the fucking water at Juve. Flicked on Gatti! Gatti with a bike! Gatti with a bike! Gatti! Gatti with the bike! Holy smokes! Unbelievable! Gatti! 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 Are you kidding me, man? Gatti with the bike. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. We're back in this. Flicked on from Kelly. The two CBs connecting. Gatti biked. I cannot believe it. Nobody can ever talk shit about Gattoni ever again, okay? Gattoni with the bike. Oh! I think he just dunked on RB comps. Gatti just dunked on RB comps. It was the best of the bunch at halftime at the back, and what a goal! Come on! Hell, if the strikers and the attackers or the mids can't do it, get Gattoni up there at striker. Let's go. Let's go. Gattoni with the bike. That's ridiculous. Way to step up, lad. 1-1. We're back in business. Turn that around. Turn that around. Let's go. There's suspect. There's goals in this game. Kalulu heads the long ball from Tanas. McKennie doing up battle. Yildiz plays it back for Cambiasso. Inside to Locatelli. Locatelli now to Lloyd Kelly. Juve back in control of the ball. Playing this one forward. Now to McKennie. McKennie now up for David. He's on the run. He can move in towards goal. Cuts inside. It's blocked. Out to Yildiz. Out for McKennie. Oh, tries to go back post, but he's falling down as he tries to make that. And Loca clips the player's head. I think it's Pareo as he's trying to win that ball. Get around him. Looking at this bike again. Jesus, Gatti, man. If you had that on your bingo card, can you please pick my lottery numbers? Gatti with the bike. Incredible. I love the chat, by the way, on the Gattis. Hanging off the rim with RB comps on the floor. Just dunked on him. Oh, man. Gattoni. He's always good for something when you least expect it. Something ridiculous. And I was nervous about him at the heart of the backline. I will say, suspect on the first goal, but his partner let him down. And I'm still sketched out about him right in the heart of the D, but coming up huge there. And here he is, winning another ball for Juve. But Kalulu has it out for throw-in. Villarreal taking it quick. Papke now on the side, battling with Locatelli. Another throw-in coming to Villarreal. Holy smokes, Gatti there. Unreal. We got to get back on the ball here, and we got to get after them again. Let's find that second one. And even equalizing is good. Really good for Juve because it will force Villarreal to open up a little bit. We want them to open up. We want them to open up so that we can cause turnovers and we can hit them on counters. But here's Pepe now running at Cambiasso. Oh, Pareo. Vakakate, va. Vakakate. Skies that one. Oh, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Chico Conceição looks raring to go. Let's get him running back at this defense here. Perrin over to Kelly. Kelly's launching this one out for a throw. Didn't want to take the short pass to Cambiasso right next to him. And now we're going to give Villarreal the ball. They're going to throw it in and try to build up. Yeah, this is the part that I'm feeling. So Juve enthusiast says Cambiasso is so atrocious at defending. This is the part that's the struggle. You'll deal with shitty defending when you're getting the offensive output, you're getting the creation, you're getting the attacking help. When you're not even getting that, dude's tough to keep out there. Lloyd Kelly with the business. I like that. But it is going to be a free kick. 1-1 Perrin shouting orders. Juve trying to get their coverage right. Pepe has it in. It's dangerous. Headed out by McKennie there. Papke out to Pepe again. Cambiasso coming out to watch him. Oh my God, man. Pepe just turning the whole team. Having it to the top there, but João Mario, holy shit, too much, man. Way too much. Way too much. And now we give possession back to Villarreal. Pareo in the middle here. Oh, Chico skins it. Take him on. Beat him. Yeah, Chico! Chico! Woo! Woo! Chico! Chico! Yes! 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 What a goal! Strips him! Leaves Vega standing. Takes Marin on. Cuts inside and then pops this one home. What a goal for Conceição! That's two. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Big goal for Chico. Holy smokes. I'm all fired up. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, Army. Let's go. Chico Conceição coming in like a bat out of hell. I love this kid, man. I love this kid. Giddy up. Launch forward now. 2-1 lead for Juventus. What you don't want, and now talk about opening up. Villarreal's going to be forced to open up. Both of these teams want to win. They want the 3 points for Champions League. Both of these teams. So Villarreal is going to be forced to open up a little bit. We can seal this thing. We play our cards right. We could seal this thing. Look at Chico. He's moved all the way over to the left side. Holy smokes. Kelly now over to Yildiz. To Chico. But they lose it. Oh, Loca comes in and cleans it up. Slows it all down. Breaking that up immediately. My feed is chopping. I'm getting audio, no picture. Now I'm back. I'm back. Come on, Juve. Find that third. Find that third. McKennie doing battle there. Gets called for the foul. McKennie's doing his part. And I'll be quite honest. I don't mind him as a change-up to Thuram. Chico Conceição, man, what What an entrance into this game. That's exactly what we need. Guys that want the ball, that want to make something happen. Foul there on Cambiaso as he continues to work against Pepe there. Pareo to back for Marin, who got absolutely skinned by Chico. Little flick on there. Kelly's going to clean this up. Go back to Perin. 2-1 Juventus lead. 58 minutes, 33 seconds. A lot of football left. We have to play a clean game. Error-free from here on out, okay? No mistakes. Definitely no turnovers. Oh, boy. Kelly, here we go to Cambiaso. He's got space to move ahead. And he's going to cut back. And Juve is going to keep possession. Locatelli on it now. Now slides it over for Gatti. And continues to move. Conceição has dropped very far back to collect. He's on it now. Little exchange with him and Gatti. Gatti now over for Kelly. Kelly now up the flank for Cambiaso. Quick little pass in for Yildiz. Can't beat Marin. Just can't get that extra step there. I'm going to be quite honest, you guys. Maybe like 5 minutes. If Shagrova can give you that final 25 to a half, maybe take Yildiz and put in Shagrova. Just give Yildiz that breather because, to be honest, he's been working hard this game too, and he's getting double team, triple team. Like, you get Shagrova in there. Oh, this one's going back post after that header. Chico's going to keep this one in. He's in the area, working against Petrazza. That's a great cross. Oh, right back across goal. McKennie and Lloyd Kelly were there. They can't put that one on target. That should have been the third. Oh, my goodness. Big Mac. He's usually money on those. And that's a great ball in from Conceição. This guy is just cooking right now. This guy is just cooking right now. Cash Money, what's up? Boom, boom. Tutes to Villarreal so far. Let's add a third. Let's add a third, brother. 60 minutes, 33 seconds. Locatelli on the ball for Juventus. Out to Kalulu. Inside for João Mario. Twisting, turning. Surrounded by 3 players. Goes right back out to Kalulu, who now swings it out to Locatelli, who's dropped to the very back of our setup. Next to Lloyd Kelly, who collects. Back to Locatelli. Stepping forward now. Oh, great touch. Yildiz cutting in. Oh, draws the corner kick. Just couldn't spin that man. Yeah, we're taking it to Marin right now. Working on that guy. Got to take him on. We're probably going to take this short. I don't want to take it short. Send it in there. Let's get ahead to this and bang it home for 3. Bang it home for 3. Here's the delivery from Yildiz. Oh, it's headed out. Didn't have enough air under it. And I would seriously be considering taking Yildiz in the next 5 minutes. Get Shagrova in. Perin playing it out the side. Here's Chico coming back to collect. Oh, yeah. Swings it out to Cambiaso. Bypassing 5 Villarreal players. Cambiaso up to David. Way too slow. Way too slow there. Pepe, 3 guys on him there. Kelly, there you go. I'm surprised this ref hasn't called that with how much soft crap he's called in this game. Yildiz now back to Locatelli. We're going to swing it out to the other side. Gatti. Has Kalulu to his right. João Mario out on that sideline. Into Locatelli. Now over for Chico. Chico immediately has the highest rating in this game for a Juventus player. Foul there on his back. Kelly over to Gatti. 63 minutes, everybody. 2-1 for the good guys. Ooh, Cambiaso, that's a bad giveaway. Here's Pepe. He does recover well. Forces it out for a throw-in. But that's just... It's just a stupid giveaway. Shouldn't be happening. So we got Molero coming in. And Oluwasai is coming in for Pareo. And Buchanan's leaving for Molero. So a couple changes here from Villarreal at the 64-minute mark. Gio, you think J Medical has an optometrist, man? What's the matter for you? Huh? J Medical is a DIY treatment facility. You treat yourself at J Medical. Pepe working again. Or not Pepe, Oluwasei. Oh, turnover. Mikatadze out for Vega. Oh, a long ball tried to go in there. It goes all the way through. Can't find Papke, and then Perin collects. And Perin sends it out immediately. Was trying to hit Chico Conceição in stride there. In the end, Locatelli comes in. Nice chest down there from David, and then takes the foul. So Juve can regroup there. But we got to be honest here. This has been a really bad showing for David. So far from a good one for him. And then you got that glaring miss, which right now would have been crucial. 2-goal cushion at this moment for Juve. So it's always ugly when you got a sitter, any sitters to your name that don't end up in the back of the net. And just in general, hasn't really moved around much or done a whole lot or created anything even for others. He's really got to find himself when he keeps getting these opportunities. I still don't think the solution is to just forget about him completely. Locatelli into João Mario. Out to Chico Conceição. Dribbles around a guy. Takes a hack for his troubles. But still comes away with the ball. Over across for Lloyd Kelly, being chased down by Mikatadze. Tries to play it through, and Pepe gets that, but Kelly comes back, cleans it up. And now Cambiaso goes all the way back to Perin. Perin now left-footed, scoops this one. Goes really high. McKennie doing battle. Oh, good collision there. And then Chico on the back of Pop Gabe forces him back to Tenas. Marin on it. David. Applying a little bit of pressure. Long ball sent forward. Chested down by Kelly. Now over to Cambiaso. Carries around Oluwase. Now to Gatti. 67 minutes, 3 seconds. I would love to see Juve add that third. Let's go. Let's give them one more te. Give them the third te. Man, Villarreal just moving up the sideline here after a turnover. João Mario and Chico trying to walk the tightrope there. Mikatadze. Oh, Locatelli. Nice little flip. Going back and forth. Then heads it to McKennie. That's just filthy. Into David. Yes. Into space for Cambiaso. There we go. And Cambiaso going all the way opposite for Chico. Just couldn't get it by Vega there. Oh my goodness, man. There's a good ball from Cambiaso. Finding Chico there. Chico's touch just a little too heavy. Otherwise, could have cooked up another. Could have cooked up another. Get those likes up, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Get those likes up for that third goal. Right now, Petrezza on it, though, for Villarreal into Molero. Papke. Switching it up. Over to the right side for Pepe, being watched by Cambiaso. Gets it over to Papke. Oh, it shoves Cambiaso after. He's down on the ground. Yildiz, in the end, just ends up turning. Cambiaso's waiting forever here. Now has it back to Lloyd Kelly. Guys, we get the goal kick out of it, but oh my God. Way too calm. Way too calm. Pepe is a little bit of a mutt. Look at this Chico goal. Just fantastic, man. Oh my goodness. Gets everybody going one way and just a little push to the opposite side. Gets the keeper going to his right and then boom. Fuck. Fucking rights, Chico. Fucking rights. David's going to be able to keep this one in deep in the corner for Juve. Plays it out to Yildiz. Oh, you're going to get called for the foul there, David. Oh, my God. Classic basketball pick there. You got to disguise it better than that if that's what your play is, man. Come on. David's just having a fucking rough one today, man. Holy shit. 70 minutes, too. Like, another 5 minutes, you could probably sub him, too. And I'm quite sure Tudor doesn't want to mess with anything. I don't think he's wanting to make any changes. Oh, yes. Kalulu. Chico. Going to the back post. To absolutely nobody. Fucking great ball to nobody, though. I'll tell you that. Here's another long ball. Gatti heads this one right to João Mario, and Juve back on the ball. Locatelli saying calm things down. He has it now. Twists, turns, gives it over to Cambiaso, plays it back to Kelly. Juve is in clampdown mode right now. Keeping the ball. Slow possession, knocking it about. Ooh, little ball in for Yildiz, and we lose it. Hold on. And Pepe wants a foul there. Nothing doing. Good work from Cambiaso that time. Staying physical and staying engaged. Yildiz. Now switches out for Chico. Chico dribbling forward now to the outside for João Mario. João Mario. Back to Chico. David drops all the way back out to show. Locatelli into him. Now out for Cambiaso. Gatti to Kelly. Oh, that's a nice little ball in. Oh, McKennie tried to set it in. Oh, David off the bar. Chico on the follow-up. Oh, guys, put this game away. Oh, my goodness. McKennie just barely gets that ball ahead for Jonathan David, but David's there. He's onside, and he pops this way. Does everything right. It just doesn't stay down enough. Does everything right. Just square dead on the bar. Unlucky there. Unlucky there. Did everything right and got it by keeper. It's crazy that it had to get to like boiling point for some positive signs to start coming from David, but there has been positive signs now. Oh, little back heel on for Yildiz. Twisting, turning. Oh my God, skinned him. Absolutely did him. But then the defender managed to just save himself from getting absolutely dummied. Locatelli coming in hard again. Now Kelly watching Pepe and Cambiaso coming in. Cambiaso. That was Ola Wase. Also, not Pepe, my bad. Oh, low on the heart. Oh, great challenge there from Gattoni. But he does go down. Something's hurting him. Oof. Looks in a ton of discomfort right now. Do not grab your knee, Gatti. Do not be grabbing your knee. Oh, man, David, I wanted this one for you, buddy. Shit. We're closing in on 75th minute mark. Should probably take Keenan. This one's popped to the back post. He's alone. Ooh! Oh my goodness, guys. You cannot... What are we doing? What are we doing? All alone. Right back into the mixer. And then Kelly not contesting against Oluwase because we're all moving down as Marin heads this one back in. That is danger. That is danger. God, Pedin. Guys, get me home with this victory. Nice pass inside. McKennie. Oh. McKennie just doing badly. Like, we can't just come away with the ball. Holy hell. 50-50s all over the place. 4 in a row here. Oh, we got Cardona. Cardona coming in. And Akomach. Oh, boy. 15 minutes in. We got a lot of changes coming one way. Tudor doesn't seem to want any changes. I'd probably get David and Yildiz off, get some fresh legs up there to help. In the middle of the pitch, man, not a whole bunch you can do other than Adzic, so you're probably going to stay put there. There's Locatelli again. Eating that one up. Joao Mario carries inside. Beats the first man. Plays it out there. But Vega's going to beat Chico to that one. Chico, though, wins it back. Great work. Great work. Joao Mario now finding Locatelli. Locatelli up ahead for McKennie. Slows it down to Cambiaso. Now back out to Locatelli. Juve happy to have possession. If there's no pressure coming to them, they will just retain that ball inside to Cambiaso. Jesus, his touch is just shocking. And he has to take a yellow there. Has to take a yellow there. Fucking Cambiaso's touch, man. Oof. Got the touch of a freaking boy on prom night. Tell you that. Very aggressive touch. The touch. When we touch. Come on. Long ball in here. Ooh. Cambiaso has it off of the back of Lloyd Kelly there. It doesn't look orthodox. It doesn't look very secure. But getting the job done somehow. But we cannot concede here. 77 minutes. Corner kick coming. Marin wants this thing thrown in here. Vega wants this thing thrown in there. This is going to be an in-swinger. Coming from Pedin's left. Waiting for the delivery here. Here it is. Swung to the back post. Headed down. And Pedin collects easily and hits the turf for good measure. Guys, I mean, a couple of fresh legs up top to help. Might be okay for us. You still have Rugani, too, that can maybe take a... You know, you don't want to put yourself in a position that you can't then fire back if you need to, just in case. So I don't think you want to take a mid, but, I mean, you still have Rugani there. Here's David applying pressure to Marin's going to go back to Tenas. We're getting to the 78th minute. Every minute right now is going to feel like an hour because Juve holds a 2-1 lead. Pop Gay on it now. Into Oluwase. Shielded off here. They want to foul, and he gets the call. Oh, no, no call. Good. I was going to say that would be junk. Kelly now over to Gatti, who appears to be fine after going down. He goes route 1 here, and that's absolutely fine. That's all right. They take the throw in quick, go back to Tenas, and now my camera shows a replay. Oh, arm up high there from Kalulu too. But it's not an elbow, it's not a strike, it's not a swing, it's just a shove. And we do have a substitution now. It is Rugani, and we are going to see Adzic. Holy shit. Tudor's alive. Tudor's alive. Getting into the 80th minute here. Yildiz. Holy. That's later than I would have rocked with him. I was thinking 65 minutes this game. Get him another 80. Jeez, this guy's been in for like all but 14 minutes this season of all our matches. That's crazy. Adzic steps onto the pitch as well. Love to see Adzic after what was going down in that Atalanta game. Oh, that's a handball there. Love to see him step up and bag one here to seal it in Champions League. I like that the kid's got the balls to do what he wants, like in terms of trying things. Locatelli now switching this one out to Kalulu on the left side. Oh, Jesus, Kalulu. Now plays it into McKennie. Over to Locatelli. He's going to go back for Rugani. Rugani's going to go all the way back to Perin. Perin's got to come back to collect that, then launching this one out that flank. Joao Mario easily boxed out. Villarreal's going to take the throw. 80 minutes, 10 seconds. Pop Gay launching this one over to the far side. Mourinho to Marin. To the outside. Comasana. Oh yeah, Adzic giving him the business. Vega going route 1 on the outside. Joao Mario going to shield this one out. It's going to be a goal kick. Perin will take his sweet time here. Juve trying to kill this one out for the 2-1. Come on. Launched out by Perin. We got 9 minutes and a little bit of added time. Call it out on the side, so another throw-in coming for Villarreal. Marcelino looking very nervous on the sideline there. Tudor barking orders. He's practically stepping over into Marcelino's training area. Lloyd Kelly heads that one out. Another throw-in coming for Villarreal. Mourinho quickly takes it. Comasana into him. Being watched by Adzic. Jonathan David comes back to help. Chico's going to slide over to the right now as the ball makes its way to Vega. Vega now to the outside. Joao Mario steps up. Papke goes back to Vega. Right now, Villarreal forced to have to try and break us down. Locatelli cuts off another one. Another interception from him and forces Villarreal to restart again. And here they are trying to do that. Another ball sent in. Gatti had bad position there, but it worked out after the touch from Villarreal. Vega holding this one down. Now slots it to the center circle for Marin. Has Mourinho to his right. He collects. Villarreal up the flank working against Kalulu, who is now on the left side. As Cambiaso stepped out for one of the substitutions. Up for Comasana. Left there. Akmach. Mourinho, little touch in. Comasana. Trying to go with a through ball there. That's blocked. And then Kalulu up the middle. But towards the back. And that just forces them back to Tenas. Oh, man. Papke. David watching him. Played forward. Joao Mario now. Watching his man. Locatelli steps forward. Marin now on the ball. Very tight at the back now. 2 rows of defending for Juventus. We are in our area here. Vega stepping forward. He might have a rip. There it is, and that's blocked. Big block from Chico. He's down. Chico's down. Ref was going to blow the whistle, but let's play go on. Now he's going to stop things as it goes out for a throw into Villarreal. Did that one twist his ankle up or something on the block? Oh, no. Just hit your calf. You're fine. He's fine. No problems. Long throw coming here. We're at 84 minutes. Shagrova, Kostic, Vlahovic, all warming up there. And Openda. Man, this stadium is right there on top of the action. Like, they're right there. There's not a lot of space there for those guys warming up. They are right over the action. Gotta love the shit housing. Man, he's just standing there. He could stand there. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's the same shit that happened to Joao Mario. And his hand is like at his side there. No way that gets called. No fucking way that gets called. If they call that, that's junk. Check is over. Woo! We got David leaving. Vlahovic coming on. 85 minutes, 54 seconds. And we go back in action. Oh, yes, a garbage switch field from Marin. And now Juve could take, they're going to take their sweet time getting up there for that throw-in. We are in shithouse mode, boys. We are in shithouse mode. Come on. See this one out, and this will be a big, big boost heading into the weekend against Milan. McKennie now heading it forward. Vlahovic coming from an offside position, though, but they allow play to come on. But now they're going to blow it dead as Juve regains possession. 86 minutes, 40 seconds. Got to get home free here. Villarreal making a move up the left flank. Now it's Papke crossing this one in, going back post, and we just shielded out, but there is a player there. Akmash protecting it, keeps it in for Villarreal. Now out for Pepe. Vega with a dummy. Papke swings it out. They're going to look to cross it in. There it is, going back post. Headed out. There's a shove in the back too. Oy. They're trying to get a PK any way they can. They're trying to sell everything, any contact. There's block shots there. Ref looks not enthusiastic whatsoever about calling anything. It's trying to sell it too on a shove there. Might have been best to just stand for... Oh, yeah, look at that. There's no way that's a PK. Come on, you guys. Get up. Get up. Please, do me a favor. Get up. 87 minutes. 88 minutes now. Not long now. Perin pumps this one forward. Vlahovic gets way up. Headed back the opposite direction now. Oof. Rugani goes up. Now Gatti can head this one, and he just heads it down for João Mario. He's taking a sweet time. That should be a foul. Ref. It's a foul. What do you mean throw-in for Villarreal? It's a foul. Unbelievable. And he took his sweet time too. Really had to be quicker there and just even pump it up the field. Oh, Perin. Perin misses that one. Fortunately, it goes out. It is going to be corner kick. We're not out of this one yet. Come on, lads. All hands on deck. 2-1. See this one through. See this one through. Oh, that's a good one. And it's in. Fuck! Fuck! And it's Vega. Fuck, of course. Ah! Of course. Of course. Ah, the clamp down mode didn't hold on, man. Clamp down mode didn't hold on. Headed point blank. It's straight through Perin, man. Ah, that's a damn shame, man. That's a damn shame. And you know what? Fuck. Those misses, man. Those misses come back to bite us. Can't see the 2-1 through. Oh, get going. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Locatelli goes up for that one. Adzic now heads it forward. Missing all our players. McKennie trying to do battle there with Papgay. He's going to pop this one forward over the top. Rugani just has it out. Hey, you know what? Like, they're coming now. Like, we gotta get back in this thing. You gotta get back on the throttle a bit here to fight this one off. Fucking set piece goal, man, to equalize on a corner. Oh my goodness. Vlahovic getting up there over his head. A couple guys standing, not even contesting it. Vlahovic applying pressure. Chico's out there too. Tenas is on it. We're at 1 minute 45 seconds of added time. And Villarreal is sending bodies. They're getting after it. They're going for the win. And Gatti just shields this one out. Easy, dude. Don't cry. Don't cry. He went up. He stayed there. Dude, nobody. This zone marking, man. I can't get over zone marking on set pieces. I can't get over that. I absolutely hate zone marking. Absolutely hate it on set pieces. Man up and fight for that victory. Kelly, why did you quit? Wins the ball and then quits, guys. We're losing our heads here. There's still 2.5 minutes here. And they're pressing. 2-2. Oh my goodness. Perin just claimed that ball. Everybody looking shaky now. Oluwase. And now this one going back to the outside there, headed down, and McKennie's just going to pump it out. But only as far as Papke. Oh, Vlahovic clipped him there, gets a foul. And this is a free kick in a good spot. At least for a good delivery. Someone try and get ahead on it again. Can we not zone mark on this one? Had a victory in our hands, everybody. We had the victory in our hands. This one going back post. Nobody up for it again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. Perin hammers this one. Vega heads it down. Papke now up forward. Gatti jostling for it. Papke again now over the top and headed back to Perin by Gatti. There's only like 40 minutes left in this game for added time. Perin carries it to the top of his 18 and then drop kicks this one out towards the left. Vlahovic doesn't go up for it. Gets called for the foul in the back anyways. Oh my goodness. They are going to launch this one and try to generate one more opportunity. That is crazy. We completely let off. Tudor is yelling and shouting and jumping. And Tenas launches this one. Going to the far side. João Mario gets up for it. And Chico's livid with them trying to sell PKs. And he gets the yellow for his troubles. Oh yeah, just trying to sell anything. It's just pathetic. Unbelievable, unbelievable. This game could have been killed. Not clinical when it mattered most. And not sharp enough when we had to kill it off. That's game, everybody. That's game. It ends there. 2-2. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I still don't like the goals we concede, everybody. I just don't. I don't like the first one we conceded. Getting sucked out of position at the back so easily. Kelly abandoning the lads. Cambiasso and Gatti still can't clean it up. Zone marking at the end, fighting for a victory, blows me away. Zone marking on that set piece. And in the end, it's only Vlahovic going up for it. And three guys around Vega, nobody goes up. Oh my God, I still hate the goals we concede. And to be honest, the first half, we were brutal in the first half. And this was a team that could have been punished. And you got to wonder what if. Vega was warming up, Zhigrova was warming up out there. Chico came on like a bat out of hell. I mean, I said it. I want three midfielders in on the pitch for this team. But you cannot sacrifice an attacking player for it. Because they're just not bringing enough. So that 3-4-2-1 with Cope Miners there yet again being the guy in that advanced role. We left a lot on the table there in that first half, everybody. A lot on the table. And defensively, man. This is a frustrating one, everybody. I'm very, very frustrated with this one. 2-2 draw. I'm frustrated because we had this one. We could have done so much more. Villarreal was not a team that looks so unstoppable at home, etc. Like, they made a lot of mistakes out there. They made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes out there. And we just couldn't punish and we couldn't capitalize. And we looked frantic defensively, to be quite honest. But you find yourself in a lead and you miss some key opportunities, as did they. You're going to want that result. You're going to want it. And that late in the game to have a lead, my God, you're going to want to hang on. Oh, this one sucks. This one's a draw, but from losing it from advantage and winning position, it's going to feel like an L, everybody. That's just the way it is. Statistics finish in this game with 56% possession in favor of Juventus. 13 total attempts for Juve, 17 for Villarreal, 3 big chances created by Juventus, 4 big chances created by Villarreal. As far as your ratings go at the end, you've got Perin with a 6.6, Kalulu with a 6.3. Gatti gave us a bike goal, for God's sakes. 8 rating for him, 6.8 for Kelly, 6.3 for Cambiaso, 7.8 for Locatelli. I thought he had a good game. 7.4 is probably where I had him. McKennie had a 7. I thought he actually filled in for Thuram quite well. Cabal at a 6.2. Yildiz 6.3. David in the negatives at a 5.2. It would have to be in the negatives, unfortunately. Colt Miners 6.2. Then you get to the subs. Joao Mario 6.2. Rugani 6.3. Adzic 6.4, Vlahovic 6.5, but they came in very late, 80th and 86th minute respectively. Conceição 8.4, easily the highest rated Juventus player. The second highest rated player, in my opinion, should be Gatti and then Locatelli. You guys, let's get into this now. Oh my God, Super Gattone with that bike. Are you kidding me? That was crazy. Now, Tudor out before it's too late. Tudor must go before it's too late. Oh my goodness. Guys, I just, going back to the first half of this game, I can't say that Tudor got the tactics wrong. I really can't. I left the first half feeling very frustrated in players that need to be doing more. And I gotta say that the tactics were not a problem. But guys were just, they didn't want the fucking ball. Colt Miners didn't want the ball. Cambiaso didn't want the ball. Like, these guys were doing nothing. And just wasting time after time again. Tudor at least acted in the 45 minute by saying, Cope, you're out. And we're getting an attacker in there. And Chico happened to show him exactly what was missing the first half, which was somebody that wanted the damn ball, that wants to go at these guys because they were making mistakes and they were susceptible at the back. And we should have been able to punish them for more. And I need more from Jonathan David. He had a terrible showing today. I need more from these guys. I can't say Tudor failed in the decision to stick with this setup, because at the end of the day, the setup was not the problem. But my God, sequences, moments, it was a little frantic at the back for a bit. We kind of gained our composure, but the goals that we allow are still garbage goals, and they are avoidable goals. There are still mistakes being made time and time again by players, by the individuals out there. It's got to get better. It's got to get better. Jonathan David almost, saved himself with that one that went off the crossbar, but in the end, he's got a shocking miss that is critical. We have to be clinical, but to miss tap-ins, it's the same story that Vlahovic. Vlahovic takes a beating for misses like that. David's going to take his. That's got to go in the back of the net. Absolutely has to. No excuses, Now, we got to get to some of this. Jack Crispy saying, Tudor is on the hot seat now, in my opinion. We talked about this, obviously, with the prospects of going into Madrid and taking the 3 points there. You could quite possibly come out with 2 points after 3 games. As I stated in the preview show, you've got a lot of games on the backside of that. It is not all said and done with 2 points for now. And you still have to play the game in Madrid. We can't be beat before we even step on the pitch or even go there. So much can happen, okay? I still think that there is some head up feeling in the fact that you were missing key guys. Bremer would have probably made things a hell of a lot easier at the back there today. And I'd still like to think Kefren Turam helps us a lot. But to be honest, to get it to where we were at to win and really should have been winning this and seeing this one out, you could probably put that in your back pocket that it wasn't as bad as it should have been or we expected without those key guys. But at the end of the day, results are what matters. Tudor upset a lot of fans with his words after the Atalanta game, and he crossed himself up, in saying that that was one of the best performances he's seen since he took over at Juve, that we could have scored 3 goals. And then after, in the same interview, saying, we don't have the team to beat Atalanta by 2 or 3 goals. What? He's crossing himself up now, second-guessing himself, but the guys that get the call have to reward him. And today, unfortunately, yet another few guys let him down. I'm having a real issue with Cambiasso, guys. Cope Miners leaves you with nothing. Next to nothing. I don't want to hear about distance covered. I don't give a shit about that because he's doing nothing else. And Jonathan David was poor. And to be honest, Lloyd Kelly positionally was a nightmare. Positionally was a disaster. Kalulu was steady today. No mistakes. Steady Eddie. We'll go with that. But as far as Tudor being on the hot seat now, I don't know. I don't know if you can really get to that point right now and say it is solely Tudor. We want to see some shifts. We want to see some adjustments. But this game, the formation, the setups wasn't the issue. So some of these players got to crank it up. They got to dial it in. I'm still going all in on these players right now, and I'm not jumping on any coaching changes right now at this point. Who's the alternatives? I don't even like any of the options available right now. I don't want to hear about Palladino. I'm not feeling it, you guys. I'm not feeling Palladino stepping into this. I'm really not. So let's just pump the brakes and let's just wait and see. You're an undefeated team, okay? There's at least that. They have fight. They have drive. It's just some stupid fundamentals that we have to clean up. And again, when you have a good chunk of your lineup and your players putting in some pretty shitty efforts, yeah, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. And yes, Juventus is back. Juventus is back. This one agitates me, you guys. The victory was there. It drives me crazy. And now we're starting to get into these positions of advantage where we fall, right? We didn't have that with Atalanta. Had that with Verona, though, where you're in the advantageous scenario and then you drop it. Frustrating. Can't happen. Alex, after one half, we looked horrible, no hope. Tudor makes change Chico, and we were 2-1. Should we just calm down and let Tudor cook? I'm not at Tudor out right now. We need more from him. He needs to do some things better. I still think it was late for some of the substitutions that also added in this off the throttle kind of lull that we got into where they were just at us and we were waiting for changes and they're bringing on fresh legs. Tudor still needs to do some things better, but I need way more from certain guys as well if they're going to be getting starts. Cambiasso is borderline liability, everybody. Borderline liability. So that's just me. You can disagree. For me, he's borderline borderline liability. I think Yildiz could have pulled off a little bit sooner. We could probably played Shagrova there. These are all certain changes, but at the end of the day, you had this victory in hand. Fundamentals. Man-to-man on that. Going zone is a crazy, crazy call to make at that moment, you know. Ideal 11 versus Milan. Go. Oh, man. Bremer's back. Let's say Bremer's back. I'm going to tell you right now, I still want to go with the 4-3-2-1. And I'm going to harp on it that the quicker we get to that, the quicker we adjust to that, it's going to be better. I got Kalulu out as right back. I will play Cambiaso, but he's going to get the riot act read to him. I will start him at the left back position. Otherwise, to be honest, I might go with McKennie. Center backs, Bremer fit. I go Bremer and Gatti. Gatti has restored a little bit of faith with me today. I think he had a very, very good game today, okay? Outside of that first goal, but he was abandoned by Kelly, and Cambiaso offered no friggin' help. I'll give him the pass. If we go in the middle of the park, my three midfielders, if we're going to start Cambiaso, I think McKennie should be one of them. Locatelli, Thuram. And then I'm going to go with, to start, if Zhigrova's ready, Zhigrova, Yildiz, and up top, I am still, because the idea is not to drop him or throw him out completely, I'm still going to go with Jonathan David. I'm still going to go with David. And I know, I'll probably get torched for it. Whatever. I'm still going to do that. Still going to do that. Charles, how y'all like your Canadian bodybuilder now? Honestly, I don't see what y'all see in him. Chico is solid. We should pump the brakes on Yildiz because he has a long way to be that guy. Well, Yildiz has only gotten 14 minutes of rest out of all of the games that we got here, and he's facing double team, triple team, and he's still making something happen. The biggest issue is until Chico steps on the field, it's not a surprise to me that it goes quiet for Yildiz because we're not keeping teams honest from left to right, and I said that with the balance. That has to happen. As far as the Canadian, I'm not worried about Jonathan David. Is he the first guy that's going to miss a sitter? No. Is he the last guy that's going to miss a sitter for Juve? No. We're used to it. We've been dealing with it for 3 years. We could take it now, and it doesn't have to be a Canadian thing. You know? Jonathan David will do better. And he almost did better and finished one right after. So, sadly, he needed it to hit boiling point before he woke up. But he did have a rough performance. Would we have been better off with Conte, or would we have gotten rid of key players? I don't even... You know what? When a guy plays you like that, it's hard to believe that you could be better with him. He only cares about himself. And if you want to look at Conte, I mean, if you're a Napoli fan, he pretty much always sets it up for that bomb to detonate at some point. He always sets it up for that. He's literally the one complaining. He's literally the one complaining about fucking not having a good mercato when ADL brings him everything for coverage. And he's the one complaining about it. So, yeah, I'm done. After this summer, I'm absolutely done with it. But if you want to ask, like, objectively, would we have been better off with him? I would have to say yes. Just because I think he preps better. I think he reads games better. And I think Tudor's got a hell of a lot of work to get to that level. So I would have to immediately say that yes. That yes. We would. But it ain't happening. If you ask Jonathan David to point his finger on Canada on a map, he would probably miss. Really? I don't know, you guys. We have Monaco, who drew City today, Benfica, Madrid, and Sporting. Any hopes of us even progressing to the next stage? There's always hope. I mean, there's always hope. If there's not hope, what are we even doing watching the games? I'm not so doom and gloom right now. I gotta say, it's like we're struggling and we're having certain issues, but we're also not far off from finding a breakthrough. Like, it's not completely dead in the water. It's not completely dead in the water. Not for me. I'm not wired that way. I'm not built that way. The second half was a great improvement. You overtook them. You went 2-1. I think he might have waited a little long for subs in order to fight back that push from Villarreal because they didn't want to lose. They wanted that 1 point because even 1 point matters in the grand scheme of things. You can't give up hope. You can't give up hope. If there's no hope, there's nothing. So don't give up hope. My God. And these teams are all close to us, other than Real Madrid. Benfica, we have a terrible record against, but at least it's at home. And the thing is that these teams are all close to us. So that makes it sketchy. It makes it sketchy because they're all close to us. But it's far from done in Champions League. And I'm going to be quite honest. I've been saying something for a long time. I personally want to get things going domestically before I put expecting top 8 in Champions League, expecting to make deep runs. I want us to hit out the knockout stage, and we should at least be making the playoffs and playing for the round of 16 spot. If that doesn't happen, well, that's going to get crazy for old Elkan financially and in the pockets, because that's a big piece of revenue you don't get in the knockouts and for the progression. But you'll still take your Champions League money for this round, etc. And then we got to go. But for me, to expect a lot on the European stage when you're not delivering consistently or well enough at home is crazy. We still have a lot of work to do. Nothing's changed on that front. Is it time for Kostic on the left? Absolutely not. I will say absolutely not. I don't even know why we kept him. I'll be quite honest. And Wes on the right. Joao Mario and Cambiasso seemingly want to play dirty and force fouls. Joao tried to force a foul and we lost possession and gave up that corner. Yeah. I'm not ready for Kostic, you guys. I'm not at that level. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I would ask for somebody to come down from the stands before I ask for Kostic. I'm going to be quite honest. This is a frustrating one, you guys. Ugly stuff in the first half, and pushed to turn it around, and we did. Bless Chico. Easily man of the match in this one for Juve, but it's these little moments here and there where we lose our cool and we don't have the wherewithal, and we don't have that, whatever it is, that savvy to just pull through, the confidence to pull through, the smarts, whatever it is, it's just lacking to get us over that line. We did very, very well in the second half, but we pissed away a first half, and we fought back, but we let it slip. We will let it slip. I don't like the way we let it slip. Hey, Tudor's got to draw things up. He's still got to draw things up. I think we'll be okay. We've got Milan next. That's a big one. Because for me, domestically, let's lock things up there. And in Europe, what did I say we want? We wanted to be a thorn in team sides. Were we a thorn in Villarreal's side tonight? Not in the first half, but in the second half, I would say we were. It's not doom and gloom. It's not completely dead, you guys. Have some faith. Pump the brakes. We got a full panel tomorrow. We will break this thing down in full. We'll look at the goals. We'll look at the performances. And we'll talk Tudor. And we'll talk everything in the aftermath. As I'm sure he's going to have some words that are probably going to rattle a lot of the fans. But we just got to keep our cool. That's your meal ticket, guys. Don't lose your cool. That's your meal ticket. Little one from Fast and the Furious there, boys. On that note, when I bring up a Fast and Furious quote, we got to end it. You guys have been amazing. I still enjoyed the watch along. Thank you for sharing in the reactions with me. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow morning, I want to see you all there, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, so we can actually break this thing down in full and get to the goods with the team members from the AJC. As always, you guys, thank you for your endless support. All right, appreciate it. Drop a like, subscribe. Till tomorrow morning. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Fino alla fine. Okay? Fino alla fine. We wait until the end. It is not done and dusted in Champions League. It is not. We continuously see fight and desire and drive. We might just need to pull the right strings at the right time, and that might be the last piece of the puzzle. Let's see. Let's see. You guys, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you in the morning. Take care. Ciao, ciao.